Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to sit and play with some makeup today. I have some things I've got in the mail that I haven't yet used and I want to try them. I got so many compliments on my last video about my hair and I really appreciate it because I'm not sure about it. It's like frizzy and I do what I can, you know, I use the diffuser, I use some serums to get it not frizzy, and I just have frizzy hair, I guess. But you know what? I think maybe I should just embrace it. When I bleached my hair and was platinum blonde for a while, I destroyed the texture, and so it just really had to grow out. So now we're back, baby. It's healthy. Anyway, let's get into the makeup. I'm gonna use a new foundation to me. This is by Uoma Beauty. I didn't include this in the Black Owned Brands haul because I hadn't gotten it yet. I mentioned recently that I was in the market for a new foundation because my Forever Fave by Charlotte Tilbury has such a bad shade range, and so I've been looking for a foundation that I could use that would really suit everybody. This says 99% found a perfect shade match. So we love that. It's a soft matte but hydrating foundation. I have dry skin. I don't typically like a matte foundation, but since it says soft matte, I thought, let's give it a go. Let's try it. So I took like their little skin quiz and found what seems to be a perfect match for me. So let's try it out. I'm in the shade White Pearl T2N. Let's get this going. Oh, it's a lot thinner than I thought. Like, it's, as you can see, it'll run down my hand, which I like. I don't think it has a scent. Color looks really good. Maybe it looks a little bit light, but I don't know. Once I blend it in, I think it's good. I think it's just the contrast. Like, it matches my neck and everything, but I think it's just like, because it's knocking out the red, it looks a little ghostly. I really like how lightweight it is so far. I feel like it gives good coverage, but it's not, I think when I think of things being matte or like a fuller coverage, I think that they're gonna be really heavy. But this is super, super light. This looks really good. This is like undetectable on the skin. I just wiped eyeshadow on my face. Oh my god. Anyway, this is pretty undetectable on the skin. I'm curious to see how it wears and like the texture once it dries down, but I really like the texture, or the weight of it and how natural it looks. So far so good, and the color match was pretty dead on. My skin has also been looking really, really good because I really haven't been wearing much makeup lately because of quarantine. I'm liking this glow. Can you guys see that? Look at my forehead. Looks really good. But I just did a mask, and these are like, I'm gonna talk about them more in depth in a favorites video. I've been like collecting some favorites that I want to show you guys, but these, have you guys ever used these Loops beauty masks? I talked about them a bit on my Instagram stories, but I'm literally obsessed with these. So I just did one of these before I filmed, and it just gives like such a nice glow. This is the Nights Out. Oh yeah, the double take, sorry, the double take mask. They have a few different ones. I love those, and I love the weekly. It's in like the red pack. You guys, they're my favorite sheet mask ever. Like ever, 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 ever. I'm obsessed with them. I literally use them, like, you know, masks are supposed to be like once a week maybe, or like special occasions. I've been doing them like a few times a week just because I'm addicted to like the glow it gives. They never break me out. In fact, I feel like when I am breaking out, I just put one on and then my skin looks amazing. So I'm gonna link these below. They sent me a pack of them as PR, and I thought they were very interesting because they're not like a sheet, like paper mask. They're like a gel, and they come in like 2 parts. I found that like very fun to use, but so many skincare products break me out, so I didn't really have high hopes. But I became so addicted to them that I used up all of the ones that they sent me in PR, and then I bought more. So that's not very often that I, you know, sometimes I get PR, and even if I like it, I don't always repurchase just because I'm like constantly trying new things or being sent new things. So sometimes I just kind of move on. But those, like the second I ran out, I ordered more with my own money because I'm seriously obsessed. I can never be without. So I bought 2 new concealers that I'm gonna be trying out because I couldn't decide which ones, and I got 4 because I didn't know what color I was, but they're by Colourpop. So many people talk about how good these Colourpop concealers are, and I was dying to try them. They're very inexpensive. So I got the No Filter, which is the one everyone talks about, but then I was really interested in this Pretty Fresh one because it's hyaluronic creamy concealer, and I tend to like concealers that are more hydrating under my eyes because to me they just get kind of crepey. I'm just gonna try one on each eye, so I can already tell by looking which colors are gonna work for me. So I'm gonna try the Pretty Fresh in Fair 20N, and I'm gonna put that on underneath this eye. Ted and I still have not found a place to live. We've become so bitter about it because we've seen, I added them all up and we've literally seen over 30 places. We've been rejected by 4 because some people just have a ton of money and they offer more money, or they have a ton of money in their bank account and we just can't, excuse me. Anyway, we just can't compete with that, and so we're just hoping that we're gonna fall in love with one and the people will fall in love with us. And I don't know. So I'm really not super impressed with that concealer, by the way. Like, it covered nicely, but I just like, it's kind of matte, which is fine, but it just kind of stuck to some dry areas, which is surprising to me for something that claims to be a hyaluronic acid hydrating concealer. Anyway, I'm gonna go in with the Pro Filter in the shade Light 12 on the other eye. This looks like more full coverage. Yeah, what I'm really excited about is, I mean, a lot of things about moving into a bigger place, but what I'm most excited about is that we're looking for a place where I can have a filming room. You know, right now I film in my bedroom. I'm just kind of like in this corner. I don't have any lights. I don't have like a professional camera. You know, I just have like my vlogging camera that I use for everything. I don't know about this one either. They look the same to me. I don't know. I don't like it more than my normal Kosas concealer, but I think this one's a little dark, a little bit dark. I don't know, they didn't like cover up more than the Kosas one. I don't know, maybe I'll keep playing with them, but for now they're fine. Yeah, so I really want a filming room. I really want to invest more in my setup. I really like filming with natural light, and I don't think I'll ever stop fully filming in natural light, but when the lighting isn't so good, like, it would be nice to have a setup that like mimics daylight, you know? I don't have like a whole area. I don't have a lot of space at all in this apartment, and I just would really love to have like a filming / makeup room where I can keep everything, where I can have my setup, where I can get a nicer camera and film more professional looking videos. That's just kind of my dream. That's what I've always wanted to do. Okay, let's move on to the next product. So also by Uoma Beauty, I got this product called Double Take, and it's a contour and highlighting stick, and I got this because I thought it was very interesting. I really love a contour stick. This seemed like a really good color. This really reminds me of the Fenty Beauty Amber stick. I don't like that product. I really like the color, but I don't like the product. It's just a little bit too powdery for me. I like the KKW beauty stick, but this is like a cheap, like, the product is actually really good, but the packaging is like just a cheap mess and you don't get a lot of product in there. The other one I really love and use a lot is the Westman Atelier contour stick. A very beautiful luxury product. It's expensive though. It's like $50 or so. You know, I don't think they have like a good shade range. So I really wanted something that, you know, that people would be able to use. And so I got this one. They have like a bunch of different shades. So I'm gonna contour with this. This is very pigmented. Such a good color. Okay, now I'm gonna buff it out. What should I buff it out with? I guess I'll use this. So yeah, that's just like what I'm thinking. I'm also like daydreaming about gardening. Like, we want a place that has like a little yard space where I can like plant some flowers or some herbs or some plants. And yesterday, like, I have potted plants. Like I have a little, like, my apartment kind of looks like a brownstone, but like not a nice, like not as nice. It's an apartment, but like that's kind of what the front steps look like. I have a little stoop, if you can picture. So I have some plants and stuff there. And yesterday I was like, I have this, why can't I think of the words? Succulent. I have this succulent that I've had for quite some time. Hello? My cat is trying to escape. I have this succulent that is like seen better days, and I'm trying to figure out like what she needs and wants. And so yesterday I like spent the day just like tending to her, like getting rid of the dead and like, you know, just like kind of fluffing up my plants. And honestly, it brought me so much joy. Like I just wanted to do that all day. I wish I had like a whole garden where I could like go to a nursery, a local nursery, and like plant new things or like propagate them. I just don't have the room. I don't have the space to do all that. And it's just like, I'm putting more on because I really like it. It blends out really nice too. I'm not the best at like blending contour and stuff, but you know, it gets the job done. Yeah, so okay, so the other side has a highlighter on it, which looks kind of dark for me. Like I tend to like more like pearly highlighters, but let's just try it. Maybe, oh, it actually doesn't look very dark. Oh, that's actually nice. It just kind of like blends in with my skin, like it doesn't stand out. Just gives a little glow. I love this. I think this might have just fully replaced all my other contour sticks. Let's put a little on the nose too. Why not? That's pretty. I love. Yeah, I don't know. The older I get, the more like the different things become more important to me. Like it's like the older I get, the more counter space I need, I find. Like I just daydream about counter space, you know, just like really needing some dough and a big open counter space. Like I like my kitchen, like it has like nice appliances and things, but there's no counter space. Like I just have like one row where the counter is, but it's broken up by like the sink and the stove, and so like each counter space I only have like a square to work with, so I really can't stretch out. And I just fantasize about being able to do that. Whether our next place will have more counter space, I don't know, but that's just something I fantasize about. Fantasize about a big bathtub. Well, that didn't come with age. I've always fantasized about that. Fantasize about gardening. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want in life. I just want to live a quiet life with my garden, my makeup, ceramics. Another thing about like having yard space, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I could get a wheel and throw it home. Although I don't know what I would do with like firing it, because kilns are like expensive, not just to buy, but to run. It's a lot of electricity. So, you know, I don't, and transporting like unfired ceramics is very, very, very risky. So I don't know what I would do about that, but I would love to just have a wheel where I can like practice and don't always have to go into the studio, because especially right now I can't go into the studio. The studio is open, you know, and they're limiting, you know, how many people can go in at a time, but like I've only gone in to like pick stuff up, and I've glazed at home, and I'm gonna drop it back off, but I haven't like gone in there and like thrown or anything. I'm just a little nervous because in LA the cases are very, very bad. We're like on the brink of shutting down again. Never should have opened in my opinion, but that's what's going on. So not feeling great about that. I really the whole coronavirus thing I'm taking very seriously, and I'm, you know, never a risk taker. You guys know I'm not someone that, you know, likes to take risks, especially with my health. So I take it very, very seriously, and I just like to kind of, it's just me and Ted and the grocery store and hanging out at home or sitting outside, and that's pretty much our life. And you know what, I'm kind of built to live a very comfortable, quiet life, and so I've been okay. It's like every now and then like I do get this burst of like, get me out of here, because I don't like the, oh great, sorry, I just got a notification that I just got a package at my mailbox and I was literally just there to pick them up. That is always what happens. But yeah, so every now and then I do get that stir crazy, because I still love, like, you don't realize how much, I thought I like never left my house until quarantine, until we had to quarantine, and then I realized I leave a lot more than I thought. Like, I like to go shopping, I like to hang out with friends, I like to go to the studio. So, you know, things definitely had to change. It's been an adjustment, but I do like living a quiet, comfortable life, so that part's not hard. But the whole thing is scary. On a more exciting note, I wanted to do something really fun with my eyes. I just had this vision. I just got this top. You should yell at me in the comments because I should not be shopping, although I really did need a few clothing items, because if you guys, I'll leave it up here, but if you guys saw, I got rid of so many of my clothes that just didn't suit me anymore, that I didn't like. And so there were a few staple items that I felt I needed. I didn't have, like, it's getting really hot here, and I was seeing that I really only had like heavy and stuffy kind of clothing, like for like the colder weather. So this is like short sleeve, it's very breezy. I got this at And Other Stories and I really love it. But this is the shirt that inspired me. Also, I got, again, yell at me for shopping because we're about to be moving and I should not be spending money. But I got this Natasha Denona Tropical palette, and it's because I've had my eye on this for so long. I've really wanted it. I really, really, really wanted it. But it was expensive, I never bought it. And then the price dropped by like a lot. I don't even remember. So I was like, you know what? Now's my chance. I still never stopped thinking about it. And I'm really glad I did, because these, you know, I don't need all of the eyeshadow palettes I have, but I really love these colors. It has a beautiful lavender in there, which you know I love. All of these matte colors are like my go-to every day. Like, I love these like shades of brown and peach and pink and like rose. Those are like my favorite kind of eyeshadows. And then there's some fun ones down there, and this is the one that I was really, really excited about. It's called Mint Frost, and it's just right in the name, Mint Frost. So I'm gonna do a fun eyeshadow look with that kind of I thought would look nice with this shirt. I'm also gonna use Glossier's Skywash. I promised you guys in a video, when I first did a video about the Skywashes, I did the green, and I was like, I'll do more looks with it later, and then I didn't, because I never really used all the other colors that often. I fell in love with the shade Palm. That'll be my favorites video because it's my obsession. I'm obsessed with it. It's like the perfect peachy, like soft color, and I use it like every single day. Yeah, so that's why I didn't do a video with all the other colors, because I don't really use them that much, although they are all really beautiful. I love the product. I find something I like and I just get as obsessed with it for a long period of time. So I'm gonna use this shade it's called Pool, and I'm gonna use that like as a base. So I'm gonna put it all over my lid. I really love these. So these go on sheer, but I really like kind of building them up if I want like more color. So I just keep doing layers until I get the desired effect. I really hope they like keep coming out with more colors, even though I just said I like don't even have time to use all of them because I'm obsessed with the one. I still wish they did because I love these. So pretty. So pretty. Look at that. Like a powder blue. Yeah, everything I've used so far will be linked below if you missed anything. The Glossier is an affiliate link because I am a rep with them, and what that means is I get a small commission if you shop through my link. And so if you're uncomfortable with that, no worries. You don't have to click on my links or anything, but yeah, I just want to let you know that's not why I talk about them. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I just love Glossier and I truly do use them all the time. But you also get 10% off if you use it, but that's only for first-time customers, which I feel like at this point, I feel like who hasn't bought something from Glossier? I mean, I'm sure there's still people out there. Let me know if you've never bought anything from Glossier, or if you're buying something for the first time right now. Just curious. Hello? Hi, Wizard! I feel like I was like having a fantasy this morning where I did like a whole video about my cats. Is that something you guys would genuinely want to see? I feel like I've gotten like some people that, like, requesting that before, but I'm like, do you guys really want to see? Do you guys like really want to know like You want to meet my cats officially. You want to hear their origin story, how they came to be in my home, you know, a little bit about who they are. Thank you for showing. Censored, Jesus. Let me know, because I love talking about them. So I'd be happy to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this color. I think I'm just tap it on with my finger over top, because it's kind of like a glittery shade. And I find that like the glittery shades don't really go on well with brushes. They need like that like heat from your finger. Oh my God. Now we're really talking. Okay, I'm really not liking this concealer, like at all. At least not right now. Like it just seems dry under my eyes, and like this one's worse. The which one is it? The no filter is drier. This one's not as bad, but this one just does not look good to me. Okay, I made a mistake. I need to switch fingers. I am left-handed, but I'm very ambidextrous, and I switch fingers. Like whenever I'm doing whatever side of my face I'm doing, I switch. I think a lot of left-handed people are ambidextrous, and that's just because everything in life is like meant for right-handed people, and so I think we just like adjust. I always write with my left hand, never with my right. But my right hand is like more dominant for a lot of other things. Like I remember in first grade, my teacher, who knew I was left-handed, gave me a pair of left-handed scissors, and I'm like going to town on whatever I'm doing, like trying to cut, and it's not working. And I'm like, Mrs. whoever, forget her name, Randolph or something, I can't cut this isn't working. And she like looked, and I'm like using my right hand and the scissors are like crumpling up the paper, and she was like, what the fuck? I don't know what it is about that, of like why I just grabbed a pen with my left hand but everything else with my right hand. If anyone knows, please tell me. I love learning about all those different weird quirks about the human brain. I did hear we die sooner, which is great. Thank you. Anyway, wow. I was right. It does look good with this shirt. All right, let's put some mascara on. Keep it moving. Okay, I got the Pat McGrath mascara. Why did I buy this? I don't need this. I was curious. It's my job, right? It's my job to buy things and try them out for you guys so that you can make the decision of whether you need it or not, okay? So I'm just, that's my story and I'm sticking with that. So really I have to shop for my job. Anyway, I got this because I've heard really good things about it and I'm curious. I am so married to my Glossier lash slick. I just love it. It never smudges on me. I have very smudgy eyes. Like I think because my eyes are hooded, I also have greasy eyelids. Like mascara always ends up all over my face. I'm just not gonna put it on my bottom lashes until I know if it smudges or not, because that's just, I'm asking for trouble if I put it on my bottom lashes. That's pretty. It made my lashes look really long. So that's just, sorry, there's just like wafts of smoke going past my window and I'm hoping that my neighbor is just barbecuing and that we're not on fire. So until I hear sirens, I'm just gonna keep doing my makeup. What do you guys think? It's very different than the Glossier. Like it's more clumpy, which I don't hate. I've just gotten so used to the Glossier being really separating and fluttery. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to maybe use it a couple more times or see how it wears, if it like smudges. You guys, we are into this. Look at the eyes. Okay, sorry, the sun is coming in so weird lately, and this is what I'm talking about and why I would love an option to have a lighting setup where I can like mimic daylight, but it's more consistent. Okay, so I want to talk about the foundation. This foundation is beautiful. I'm loving it so far. It's definitely more matte, but in the sense that it's not powdery though. What I don't like is when a foundation is so matte that it feels drying. It just kind of feels like I don't have anything on. And I really like that, and it looks like I'm not wearing anything, but it just really evened out my skin tone, so I really like that. And I think that's what they mean when they say soft matte. Like, it's not very drying, it's not powdery, like it's just kind of like neutral. The concealers I'm not liking. I don't know if I'm gonna use them again. Maybe I'll play around. I don't know, you guys. It did not look good, but really impressed with the contour too. Okay, so let's do a little bit of blush on the cheeks. I got sent these by Lawless, and there's some really pretty colors here. This is the Make Me Blush Velvet Blush, and they come in a few different pretty colors. They have like, they send me every color, and they're like, there's like so many of them, I don't even know, like 10 or something, maybe less. I just made that up. But there's a lot of really pretty bright colors. There's some like more neutral colors. I just pulled out the ones that I think I'd use a lot and kept them here. So let's do this one. This is called Angel Suede, and we'll just pop a little bit. The nice thing about a foundation that isn't super dewy is that you're able to use powder products over it, because I don't like powdering my skin. It's like one of my least favorite things. I don't like the way powder, like face powder, looks on my skin. I just don't like it. So it's nice that I can just go right over top with a powder product, because powder over like a really wet dewy foundation just does not look good. Okay, so let's do lips. So I have two new Fenty products here. I've swatched them on my hands, so they're gonna look kind of dirty, but I haven't used them on my lips. I got, you know what, I don't remember what these are called because it's not on here. Wait, is it? Oh, the Slip Shine. Yeah, it's like a sheer shiny lipstick. They came a little bit melted because they're a very soft buttery lipstick, so it's not their fault. There's like a little chunk missing. That happened when I swatched it. It's not their fault. It came during the middle of like a heat wave here, so I don't know if it was like sitting on my steps for that long or how long it was like sitting in the truck, but these are like very melty lipsticks, so keeping these in your car or in your purse when you're like walking around and it's hot, probably not a good idea. Just so keep that in mind. But this is the shade Glazed. This is in the shade Makeout Break. Let me give a little swatch here on my hand. So this is Makeout Break. It's just like a very beigey, pale nude. And then here's Glazed. And this is like more my type of nude. I tend to like something more neutral pink than just straight up beige. So I'm gonna put that one on. Let's do it with no lip liner. Let's just kind of see what happens. These tend to be like my go-to type of lip products. Like, I buy a lot of like matte lipstick or like full-on lipstick, and I just end up not using them that much, or like I'll wear it once, it'll wear off, and I won't reapply it. I really like, I think, my lips to look very low maintenance, like just kind of like, I don't like it to be the focal point, and I like something that's very kind of low maintenance, like glossy, buttery. Okay, sorry, my lighting is like really coming up under my chin and it's making me look crazy. I wish I had like a, okay, I'm just using this mask to like block it so that you guys can see. This was fun. I feel like I'm definitely gonna do this eye look again. I feel like it looks really good with this top. Sorry, I keep looking in the viewfinder, but god damn, I can't help myself. I'm really glad I got this palette, and it looks really good with the Skywash. And I really love the lips. I really love the blush. I love everything. I really love everything I've used. The mascara, I'm not sure on yet. Hey guys, it's been several hours since I filmed that video, and I just looked in the mirror and I just wanted to show you this. We got some smudging, and if you remember, I did not put any mascara on the bottom lashes, so it didn't pass the smudge test. Like I said, mascara smudges on me really easily, so if you don't usually have that problem, you'll probably be okay. But if you have smudgy eyes like me, I don't know, but the eyeshadow still looks really freaking good. The concealer, I don't think I like either one of them, especially not the Pro Filter or whatever it's called. But everything else, like I love the blush, I love the contour stick, love the foundation, eyeshadows, all of it, lips, love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and you know, leave me a comment. I love reading your comments, and I'll see you in my next video.